What's going on, everybody? It's Friday, and I came on to just talk about Agnes. I needed to talk about Agnès Varda. I posted something earlier about this beautiful human being who passed away today. She was 90 years old, a French filmmaker, one of the pioneers of the French New Wave cinema. And her body of work was fantastic. She didn't make tons of movies, but what she did with what she did make was incredible. When I heard she passed away, it was a little I didn't know how to take it, to be honest with you. And I don't want to feel like I'm exaggerating here, but I did get very emotional. And I'll tell you why. When I first saw her movie, the first movie I saw of hers was Cleo from 5 to 7, which is an amazing film. So rewatchable, great performances, super, super interesting, and that a movie like that could have been made when it was made. Let me see here. 1962, a movie about a woman sickened with cancer, and basically her life in a day. Anyway, so I find out Agnes passes away, and I'm upset. She just seemed like such a sweet old lady who lived a life, still doing it, still making movies, still, being relevant in the community. She released a movie in the last couple of years, a documentary, Faces Places, that was incredible. And you really got to meet the person that she was in that, and you just you can't help but fall in love with this little old lady who genuinely seems like she's very interested in meeting these people from small towns, and there's a scene in the movie. I don't want to give too much. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna give it away. There's a scene in the movie where she goes to visit Jean-Luc Godard, and Godard, if you're not familiar with, is not exactly a nice person. I mean, that's notorious. He's not a nice person. They made a whole movie about it last year, how he's not a very nice person. And he said something really crappy to her and made her cry. And I got literally upset about it. I was like, how dare he make this woman cry? How dare he? And it's that cemented my feelings towards her. And then you go back and you watch what kind of person, the interviews and stuff 40 years ago. And you're like, this woman has always been the same. She's always been a very strong person, an amazing filmmaker. And you realize that she is more than just a pioneer of filmmaking. She's just a pioneer in general. When you see things from so long ago, you feel like everything is very, it seems old, but her ideas are current always. And she wasn't a female director. She was a master of her craft, regardless of her gender. And her movies were never feminine in my eyes, even though women were usually the protagonists. It was just, she was just a great filmmaker. And her late husband was also a great filmmaker, Jacques Demy. But I like his films. They never resonated the way hers did. Maybe because she has I don't know. Maybe it was just her personality that made me gravitate towards her films. But I don't want to ramble too much longer about Agnès Varda. What I wanted to do was just give you a couple recommendations for some films that I think you should see if you're into that sort of thing. And I think the more you learn about this person, and from the days and weeks to come, I'm definitely going to look more into who she was, because I think it's important. Because her legacy as a filmmaker will never go away, and her trailblazing is felt even to this day. And I don't know how many people know her, and that's a shame. She won with the governor's Oscar a few years ago, and I'm not sure if it read the room what kind of amazing person she was, and I really yeah, I'm really upset that she's no longer going to make new projects. I think she does have something coming out, but and I know she was 90 years old, and people do pass away, but for some reason I wasn't ready for it. Um, so the Eclipse Criterion Eclipse box set, Agnès Varda in California. Um, Great films on here. Actually, all of them are good. The movie that I do love, Documentor, which is the longest film on here. No, actually, I'm sorry. Um, Lions, Love, and Lies is the longest film on here. But I would pick this up if you want to get into something new. Great films in here. Uncle Yanko, which is a short. Black Panthers, Lions, Love, and Lies, Murmurs, and Documentor. Black Panthers is not a Marvel movie. Not at all. It is a short documentary documentary about the Black Panther Party, and about the protest of Huey P. Newton. So this is an amazing set. I also have this. This is the Artificial Eye release of the Agnès Varda collection Blu-ray. Criterion has yet to upgrade any of her movies onto Blu-ray, so I could not wait. I needed to pick this up. Movies on here that deserve to be seen. Every single damn one of them. Every movie that she's ever made is worth a watch. La Pointe Court, Cleo from 5 to 7, Le Bonheur. I'm sorry, I don't speak French. This one has a lot of French words in it, so I'm not even going to attempt. Vagabond from 1985. Jacques de Nantes. The Gleaners and I, which is a documentary. It is a lot of fun. And The Beaches of Agnes. I'm going to miss this little old lady. And I hate to call her a little old lady because I feel like it's disrespectful, but I mean nothing but love. And I hope I got that across, because this person is very important to films and important to me. But I can't say much else than that. So, good night.